Hello, it's summer here in Queensland and it's a Christmas January period, and I know it's school holidays here and people aren't really thinking about reading, writing and spelling and schoolwork. It's far from our minds playing at the beach and swimming. But those of you who it isn't far from your minds and you're wanting to help your children over this period, then if you are at the beach, it's a fantastic place to draw. And you can draw with your toes in the sand, you can draw with your hands in the sand, you can draw faces, you can draw shapes, you can draw your name, you can grab a stick and write your name, you can write the letters of the alphabet, you can write numbers. There's so much. And you just be creative with your child regardless of their age. Really, if they're whatever developmentally they're up to, then you can do. If they're a little one who just wants to love the waves and love the sand, then enjoy them and have that beautiful time with them because they grow so quickly. And if they're at kindy and preschool and they're wanting to draw people and they're wanting to make shapes in the sand, then make them with sand castles and make them in the sand. And if they're a bit older and they're wanting to write their name and that Rachel was here, Melissa was here, then you can help them write it in the sand, and you can help them write it on the hard sand, which is easier, and help them form the letters and do those things. And if you're in a cold country which has snow, well, you can make letters out of snowballs. I've lived in the snow once. I had a white Christmas years ago in Seattle in America, where I was living at the time, and that was wonderful. And that was my first and only white Christmas. And I know that with snowballs you can make a whole lot of snowballs, and then you can make a circle with all those snowballs, or triangles or squares in the snow, whatever it is that your child is wanting to do, or you can just have fun and throw the snowballs. But it's holiday season and it's holiday time, and over the last months I've been talking a lot about different activities in a gross motor and a fine motor skill way that you can do around the home or in the classroom, in grabbing a few minutes here and there with expensive or inexpensive items that you may have around the home that will really help encourage your child's development and boost their confidence and really help prepare their brain and their body to learn to read, write and spell. So there's a lot of spatial awareness that we've talked about that goes into placing letters on a line. So if your child is needing assistance to do the spacing of letters on a line, step back a step and just encourage them to form the letters without the lines. There's very good solid research that was done at the University of Queensland that supports putting letters just on a blank piece of paper before you put them on a line. So if you can automatically remember how a letter is formed on blank paper, then put it on a line, then that's fantastic. And they don't have to be small little letters either. You can draw big letters on an A4 page. You can have one letter to an A4 page, and they can be formed according to whatever font or script is taught in your school or your state. Some areas around the world have a font or a script that is recommended, suggested or encouraged that the teachers follow, and others the choice is up to the teachers. So whatever your teacher is teaching you, whether it's in a school or you're learning at home, then learn that particular lowercase and uppercase script automatically, and you can do that with the whole body. You can have a child walking through a track on the ground, you can have them tracing with their finger in the air, you can have them tracing through a tray of flour or rice or sand, you can have them rolling out cookie dough, Play-Doh, pipe cleaners. There's so much you can do in a fun, creative way to help your child prepare for their reading, writing and spelling. And when they have that internal memory of how a letter is formed and they can recognize it, then they can have the memory associated with the recognition of that sound, of how that letter sounds, the name of that sound, and it all flows together. And those memories are really important. What it looks like, what it sounds like, and how it's formed are all memories that your child has associated with a letter. So have fun and play with balls, do jumping, do hopping if your child is at the age. Recently I've spoken about balancing on one leg and hopping. Just pop back through the videos on YouTube, read the descriptions, and I do also send information weekly with the link with the email. So if you're not on my email list, just shoot me a message through my website and I can add you to my email list, or just fill in the pop-up form on my website and you'll be automatically added to my weekly newsletter and you'll get the information and the links. So enjoy having a wonderful holiday and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye for now.